In this lesson, you will learn how to set up the file link and diff link to your source code repository files, which are linked to your backlog items. So basically, this is a very nice setting, can be done also afterwards for all the different commits and pull requests you have submitted. Octane fetches and configure it so you are able to access those files. So basically what we are talking about are the file backlog item where your developer are committing code. So here, for instance, on this user story, okay, this is a bad example. So let's go to the next one. Let's go down to the one where we have some code changes like here. Yes, so here we have a code change where the file is mentioned, but you don't have the link where you can access the file directly on the source code repository, as well as you cannot see the diff, what has been changed by the developer. So let's go into the workspace configuration to see how you can configure it basically. In the workspace configuration, select your workspace, go to the area DevOps, select SCM repositories, and now look for your repository where you can see that this is the one which was added. You may find two of those based on the type. So basically what you will find here is two different columns. So one is for the file link you have to add here. And the way it works is you need to provide your repository URL, which is exactly the URL you will find here. So basically you can copy this into the two columns. Let's say into the areas where you need it. Let me copy it. And from here, the first thing you have to do is you have to write, as this is the file link, so we are going to the blob, and here we provide some parameters. So it's basically revision is the first parameter, and then you have the second parameter, which should be file path. Hopefully I'm writing it correctly. So you can basically copy this also to the second line item if you have one. So this should be fine. So this is the column which will now allow you to access your files. Yeah? So let's go into the story and do a quick refresh. You can see now I have this link which allows me to access the files. Okay, so maybe I have a URL issue, but this can be fixed. So let's quickly go back to the space configuration and let me check here maybe. So the parameters I have here is the revision. Yes, the revision is fine, and file path. Okay, so I can see it already. So it's the file path, the P should be capital. So that was the typing issue. So it's always better to copy and paste. So this should be it. And the second one, which is also similar, but it has the commit for your revision and file path. So let's copy it from here and put it into the other one. So let's copy it here, and this need to be a slash as well, and same goes for this one. So let's get it back and replace the hashtag with the slash. So then basically you're done. It should save it. This is fine. And if I refresh now, I should have both. So I see the source link to the file itself. So I can see this is the link which is working to the file, as well as on the diff. And on the diff, I can see exactly here the diff for the difference between the two commits. So basically this was the configuration for the commit pattern. You have an additional one which is for the branch link. You can also set this up directly from here. So you have an additional column called branch. And you do it in the same manner. You just copy the URL. And it's basically here. And after this, you write tree, then the name of the branch, which is also a parameter, branch name, and the file path. Hopefully no typo. Okay, so this looks good. So let's copy it and paste it here as well. So now you have also the link to the different branches here in ALM Octane. Let's save it. So let's move to the project, and here on the commit I have an additional column which I can bring up, and this shows me exactly the branch, so I can also jump from here directly to the branch and it will show me all the content of it. So this is a very easy way to really configure your backlog items and link it to the source code repository files and different branches with ALM Octane.